This is 9.1, part 3. Another thing you'll do in this section is plot coordinates on the coordinate plane, and then you will connect the coordinates with line segments to make a figure. Let's start with this first one. So you'll see we have these coordinates in red, or ordered pairs in red. So D is 1, 1. So remember, we have X and then Y in alphabetical order. Our X we go over, so we go to 1, and then we go up 1, and that is our D. And then E is 0, 0. Well, that's just our origin. We stay right there. And then our F is -4. So I go on the x-axis over to -4, and then I go up 4. And so I end up here. Make sure you can see that that works. Okay, then what I have to do is I have to make lines. Now, I don't have a ruler here, but my thing will straighten it. And I'm just, if I was a 6th grader using paper, I would be using a ruler right now. But I'm using this handy-dandy drawing program. And what kind of figure did I get there? If you said triangle, ding, 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 you would be right. If you said, oh, this triangle has 2 sides that are equivalent, you would also be right. Do you remember what that's called? Okay, let's try the blue coordinates. So we have J, that's a -3 and a 0. So I go over on the X to the -3 and I stay at the 0. Then I have K that starts on the 0 on the x-axis, and then it goes up on the y-axis all the way to 5. And then I have L, which is 3 and 0. Look at that. I wonder if that's going to be another triangle. Oh, I need to make sure I label these, by the way. You need to label yours as well. So I did that one, and then I did L. Whoops. Yep. And then I did my K up here. Okay, so now if I was a 6th grader working on paper, I would get out my ruler. Ooh, and I'd see that I need to change my D if I was doing these both on the same one. And my third one. Ooh, this looks like an equilateral triangle to me. Maybe not quite. I'm not sure, but it kind of looks like that. There's my second figure. Let's try another one. So on this one I have W, which is -3 and then 2. So I go on my x-axis to -3 and then I go up 2. And that one is called W. Then my next coordinate is 1, 2. So I go over to 1 on my x-axis and down to that -2 on my y-axis. So that is X. Then my Y is 3, 0. So I go over the x-axis to 3 and I stay right there on the line because that's the 0 of the Y. And that one is called Y. And then I have -1, 4. So I go to -1 and I go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that one is called Z. Okay, now I connect these line segments. I don't go across, I go on the outside and I make an outline of them. So hopefully you are using your ruler for this. And my bottom one. And what does that make? Well, that looks like a rectangle. Or maybe a parallelogram. I'm not exactly sure, but it looks kind of like a rectangle. And if you measured those out, I think you'd see it was a rectangle. So that's how you make figures using coordinates on a coordinate plane.